downtown Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Ford Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no comeback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Trent Taylor. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Their own 16-yard line.
On one, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Mixon with a 1st down carry. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That looked like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they held him to just a yard.
Play action. It's Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. A good pickup there at 22.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Mixon will try the right side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll work this down inside the 30. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready?
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hits his running back, Pirine. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive in making plays.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now gone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Off to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Gone. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back to the running game with Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. Badgley's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 37-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Nixon.
We'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
On 2, ready?
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
On 2nd and goal. Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Gone.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. He's got room at the 30.
Past the 20.
Down the left sideline.
And in for the Lions. Touchdown.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
But, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Burrow on play action.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now. Burrow on first down. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Mix it up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half.
If he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle.
Bengals will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Burrow going for it on 4th. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals trying, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Goff going to keep it himself. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Taking down right now the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to Burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a give to Mixon. Down right around the 25.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Done. Stop.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down.
To throw, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance of 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.